MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. The Stros look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Chris Fletcher is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases, cut the walks down, and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Digging in, Starling Marte, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty V, we're talking about a team that is white hot right now, D-Row. They've won the first 3 games of this 4-game series. They'd like nothing more than D-Row win this one here and finish it off to a nice 4-0 series.
Yeah, you take the first 3 in a series, you want to step on their throat right here. You don't get a chance too many times to take 4 games from somebody. They have that opportunity in front of them today.
Lined hard toward right center, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today, and he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Marte. Runner at third with no outs. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Digging in, Shohei Ohtani. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
Here's George Springer as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
That is it. The designated hitter, Charlie Blackman.
Striding into the box, Charlie Blackman. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Looking at his career totals, Blackman is carrying around his sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Blackman behind, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the first, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Patrick Corbin will be on the mound for game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. This guy's a really good pitcher. There are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have him in their rotation. Not an overpowering fastball, but a good one. 89 to 93 miles an hour. Slider, without a doubt, his best off-speed pitch. And if he's throwing strikes with that slider, look out. He can shut any team down.
Ready now, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Digging in, Jesse Winker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Winker, originally from New York State, he was taken in the 2nd round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jesse Winker is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Rafael Devers is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2-0, here it is. This is popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home, and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Bryce Harper is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, bases loaded. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Astros leave them loaded. They're down 1-0. Here's Miguel Sano. He went deep in the contest last night.
Miguel Sano.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well, today's game provides the Astros with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
The Astros had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down 1 early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Batting it, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes another 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting done.
So runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. From the stretch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Angels leave 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Kirk Casale.
Kirk.
Here comes the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Striding in, Kike Hernandez. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. A runner at second, nobody out. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Fouled away. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Bernardo Nieves is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Taylor on the move. He's there. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
First and second now, 1 man out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away. Striding forward now is the DH, Howie Kendrick, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 run scores, and the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now a curveball not. at home plate. Here it comes, the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
From the stretch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 3-0.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
A base hit in his first trip. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Bell picks it up, and not in time as the run scores. So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Bell is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. We've played 2 full. It's the Astros 3 and the Angels 1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt. Askersion as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Hit on the ground is short. Bichette's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count. Altuve is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will get this one. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Softly hit toward the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Angels strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Kurt Casale is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
And that whole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom 3rd of the order you have to go right after.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that is off the wall. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter. Bo Bichette is on deck. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1st and 2nd here with nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the 1st out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. The Dodgers will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First delivery to him on the way.
First pitch, 107.
A ball and a strike to our leadoff man here this afternoon. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next up is Max Muncy. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
2-2 count.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. Now this is on the grounding. Dodgers held scoreless early. Padres coming to bat. It's the battle for Southern California bragging rights, and it's on MLB Network. Walker Buehler will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. Seager in foul ground. And oh, this one drops. To short. He's right there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Pham, a Nevada native. He was a 16th round selection during the first year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Here it comes on 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
One out, nobody on. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting first, the third baseman, Manny.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Pham stands at first with 1 out. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Bam's off and running. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. Runners on first with one down. He's running again. Fouled off. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 2-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Coming to the plate now, Trent Grisham, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit well towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Jurickson Profar digs in next as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
2 down, runners at first and second. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. One and 2. Here it is. Popped up. Turner in foul ground. And no one will track it down. Two and 2.
2 and 2.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Padres lead it 1-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, number 35.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 31, Josh Peterson.
So one away here with the bases empty. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game. But on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails. Two terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets. Their ace is going today. This should be a good one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Next.